Hello crew, welcome back to the Gaming Ocean TCG channel where we open a variety of TCGs. And in this video, I'll be unboxing the latest starter deck in the One Piece TCG. Here we have starter deck 21, also known as starter deck EX Gear 5. So, Gear 5 Luffy appears as a brand new red leader card in this deck, along with brand new strawhat cards. This also comes with a bonus pack of 3 cards and card sleeves. Kind of like the big ultimate decks that One Piece comes out with, like the 3 brothers and 3 captains, kind of like advanced starter decks in Digimon. This is what this is. So a brand new fancy starter deck, I would say. So can't wait to dive in and check it out. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe, share with others, and hit the notification bell button so you don't miss any TCG content or openings. Also, check out my online TCG store at gamingoceantcg.com where I sell Japanese Pokemon cards, One Piece, and more. So without further ado, let's get to opening and check out starter deck 21. And the back of it, just to reiterate, right? It's a 50 card deck, leader card, bonus pack, Dawn cards, a play sheet, and sleeves. So let me get my little X-Acto knife here. I think, yep, we do gotta cut the edges here before I struggle and ask, why can't I open this? So can't wait to see what we get in the bonus packs. The alt cards in this deck are pretty. They're very pretty. Man, this thing is huge. All right, so there's that. Look, those are the sleeves. That's kind of cool. Luffy just chilling and sleeping. Oh well, there's a playmat. Same playmat that comes with all their starter decks actually, and there's nothing else in the box. Okay, so go ahead and display this big old box somewhere. Boom, put that there in the corner. So of course, playmat like every starter deck. Here are the card sleeves. Check them out. Liking the color. I like the artwork. Okay, pretty cool. I think this is actually one of the alt cards for Luffy in this starter deck. If we pull it, we'll find out. Here is the bonus pack. 3 cards per pack, 15 to collect. Can't wait to see what's inside. Here is starter deck, the red Luffy. Let's see here. Pop that out like that. Boom. Throw this on the floor. Hear it crash. Awesome. So let's first check out what should be for last. Let's wait for last. We'll leave this for last. Yeah, so you guys can want more and see what I pull. So let's check out the starter deck. There's a little tab here. All right, so I'm gonna have to open it another way, piece by piece. There we go. Bam. Perfect. With this, I should be able to pull the whole deck out now. There we are. All right, let's make way for the deck. All right, check it out. Starter deck 21, Gear 5 Luffy. Very cool artwork, I like it. So 5k power, 5 life, that's good. The ability though, if a Dawn's attached to this leader, right, activate main once per turn. Give up to 2 rested Dawn cards to one of your characters. So this reminds me exactly of, if you all remember the first starter deck in the One Piece TCG, the red Strawhat Pirates, the Luffy leader card, kind of does the same thing, but that leader card did 1 Dawn card. So a rested Dawn card to one of your characters or leaders, right? This one is give up to 2 rested Dawn cards to one of your characters. So this is 2. So it looks like this is going to be playing around maybe Dawn manipulation. So if you use some Dawn cards, then maybe you can use those rested and attach them to a character for more boost power, right? So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards too, but we'll find out as we read the rest of the cards. So that is pretty much the ability of the red Luffy leader card there. I'm going to sleeve it up. Of course, as always, you're going to want to go ahead and pick up 2 starter decks from Bandai's, pretty much card games, because that way you can complete your set of cards. So every time you get a deck, it comes with 2 ofs, and you want to complete your, complete your set. So here's a leader card. We'll put it right down here. Boom. Let's get the rest of the deck. And here is Monkey D. Luffy. Look, the exact same thing as the sleeves. So this Monkey D. Luffy, 5 cost, 6k power, has rush. Love it. When attacking, give up to 1 rested Dawn card to your leader or one of your characters. Yeah, Dawn manipulation. Wow, okay. 2 of them. Cool, awesome. So this is an SR as well. Let me go ahead and sleeve them up. So again, get another starter deck, pick it up. That way you can get 4 of your Luffys. So let's sleeve up the Luffys. I think the next card I saw was a Zoro. And again, these are all brand new Strawhat Pirate cards. Boom. And boom. Leave them up real quick. Now here is the next SR. We got Zoro. So 4 cost 5k power. Oh, 1000 counter. The Luffy didn't have a counter. So Zoro, Dawn 2. So if it has 2 Dawn attached to it, this character gains Rush. Nice. On KO, play up to 1 red character card with 6k power or less other than Zoro from your hand. That's pretty cool. All right, so 2 of these. Oh, so I was thinking this, but usually these ultimate decks, the cards are all foil, okay? And I just had a little sneak peek here, but I see Usopp, and Usopp is foil. So this whole deck's gonna be foiled, so that means I have to sleeve up the whole deck. But I'm so used to just sleeving up the first 4 cards because these are usually your SRs, okay? Let's check out the rest of the deck. It's all brand new cards, okay? So we got Usopp here, 2000 counter Usopp, so that's our 2000 counters there. 2 cost, 3k power. When it has 2 Dawn attached to them, opponent's turn, this character gains 2000 power. That's nice, okay? This is our common card, check it out. So 2 Usopps, Sanji, this is super cool. Look at the artworks. The artworks are fantastic in this deck. They're amazing. I don't even want to touch them and do it like that. So you got Sanji, has a 2000 counter also, 2 cost, 3k power. On play, select one of your Straw Hat crew type characters with 6k power or more. If the selected character attacks during this turn, your opponent cannot activate blocker. Ooh, nice. So I'm gonna assume it's gonna be based on Luffy swinging and swinging, right? Interesting. How many Sanjis we get? 2 Sanjis, okay. At least you got 4 2k counters already in the deck. Here is Jewelry Bonnie. 1 cost, 3k power, 2 Dawn attached to her. On KO, draw a card. And then you get 4 of her, nice, some draw power there. Got Jinbei, 2 cost, 4k power, 1 counter, vanilla, just a beater, a nice beater because it only costs 2 to summon or play the Jinbei. Got 4 Jinbeis. Stussy, all right, cool. 3 cost, 5k power, pretty vanilla as well. Just love the artwork, right? 1000 counter. We get 4 of her, okay. Sentomaru, so this looks like to be based off of Egghead Island. So 1000 counter, 2 cost, 2k power, blocker. So we got a blocker here for 2 cost, not bad. You get, okay, 4 of those. Chopper, nice. Very awesome artwork, very nice. 6k power, 4 cost, 1000 counter, no real effect. So get 4 choppers, okay. And the Nami, ooh, this is beautiful artwork. Check it out. This is lovely. 3 cost, 1k power, 1000 counter. Activate main once per turn. Give up 2 rested Dawn cards to one of your Straw Hat type leader or character cards. All right, so still moving the rested Dawn cards so you can play and then reuse them. That's cool. You get 4 of her. Awesome, cool. The Nico Robin, this is pretty too. Check it out. 3 cost, 4k power, 1000 counter. When she has 2 Dawn attached to her when attacking, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 4k power or less. All right, some board removal. 2 Robins, okay. Frankie, 3 cost, 4k power, 1000 counter. When 2 Dawn are attached to Frankie, on your opponent's turn, all your Straw Hat crew type characters with 4k base power or less gain 1000 power. So power boost, that's nice. How many Frankies we get? 4 Frankies. And Brooke, this is super cool. Man, the artworks in this deck, super cool. Brooke is also 3 cost, 4k power. We will notice that a lot of the cards actually are very low cost. When attacking, give up to 2 rested Dawn cards to your leader or one of your characters. So all right, you could probably want to maximize the Namis and the Brooks, probably the Zoros and the Luffys. Got 4 Brooks, Vega Pump, and no real effect, but the artwork's nice. 1 cost, 3k power, 1000 counter. And we get 4 of Mr. Vegapunk. Well, that's all of the character cards. Now we're gonna hit into the event cards here. We got Gum Gum Don Whip, cool. So 2 cost event card main, up to one of your leader or character cards gain 1000 power during this turn. Then, up to one of your opponent's characters with 4k power or less cannot activate blocker during this turn. So it looks like you kind of want to beat your opponent down quickly with this deck, right? Pretty aggressive. Trigger KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 4k power or less. All right, some board removal there. 2 of these. We got Gum Gum Mole Pistol. Oh look, Rabushi. Main, 4 cost. Give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 5k power during this turn. Okay. Then if you have a character with 6k power or more, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 2000 power or less. All right. So that's cool. You can neg a character, and of course, if you have the requirements, you can pop that character if it's 2000 power or less. Pretty nice. 2 effects in 1. Trigger, activate this card's main effect. So that's nice. We get 4 of those. And that's actually the main deck and foil Dawn cards. Love it. This is awesome. Again, these ultimate decks, all the cards are always full. Love it. I just was kind of thinking if they were or not this time around. I didn't really look into much of the starter deck reveals other than the alt cards, which look fantastic. So that's the main starter deck right there. And your new leader card. A lot of the cards are vanilla, but a lot of cards help you pretty much use those rested Dawn cards you used to possibly just play those characters and use them for power boost. So it's a nice tool to recycle the cards or the Dawn cards you used that turn. So very cool. Again, it reminds me of the red Luffy from the very first starter deck. And now we're gonna head into the bonus pack and see what our 3 bonus cards are. Man, gonna probably have to buy a lot of these starter decks to collect the whole set. Chopper's our first card. Nice. There's a full art. Same artwork, different type of glistening or foil to it, though I can see it. If y'all can see it. We got Chopper's one. Vegapunk, okay. Sanji, and Nico Ramen. Okay, I was actually hoping one of the gals because they're very pretty artwork. Okay, so we got the Nico Ramen. Nice. I was hoping for the Sanji Nami. That's very cool. All right, so definitely sleeving those up. All right, those 3. Very nice. I don't know what all these alt cards are going for, but as a collector, they look very nice to collect. All right, so I don't think I would put these in my decks at all. These are going in a binder. Sleeves, so they can be looked at because they are beautiful. All right, there we go. So these are my 3 bonus cards. Robin was the last one. It was in this order, but I'm happy. At least got 3. They're not dupes, so that's a big plus. Love it. So I'll put my alt cards there. Y'all can see that, but all right. But that's pretty much it. That is the unboxing of Stardeck 21 or Stardeck EX Gear 5. And little rundown, seems pretty simple. Nothing crazy with this starter deck. I don't know if they'll be coming out with more support for it, for this style of play. But as you can see, the whole style of play is using and reusing those Dawn cards you used that turn, right? So not a lot of cards have abilities in this deck, but there is a few, right, that give you board removal, power boost. But again, this whole deck revolves around reusing those rested Dawn cards to power boost your characters. We got a few cards like the Nami, the Brook, the Luffy, and the leader Luffy. So at least 4 cards in this deck that help you reuse those rested Dawn cards or the Dawn cards you used that turn to play the same character cards that turn. So I think that's a very cool gimmick, a very cool, unique ability. So that way you have more to do that turn and more power to dish out your opponent. The very cool thing is one of these cards, the event card, and I think there's one more card in here, I forget which one it was, that allows your opponent not to use blockers. Okay, so that's very cool. So if you're just rushing down your opponent, they can't block you. And you have those extra power boosts because you're using those rested Dawn cards. It's a very cool strategy. That's one of my favorite things about the very first Star Deck Red Luffy. Actually was one of my favorite, or first out of the 4. It's just rushing them down, power, boosting and boosting, reusing those rested Dawn cards and attaching them to your leader or another character. But I love it. This is one of my favorite play styles in the One Piece. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think about Star Deck 21? Did you pick it up? Do you like it? How y'all like the arts on these cards and the full arts, the illustrations? They look amazing, beautiful. Bandai does a very good job hiring the most talented artists to make these artworks on these cards. So kudos, Bandai. Good job, artists. Giving you all the credit because you're the ones doing the work on there, right? So beautiful artwork. Love the cards. And I'm going to see about maybe trying to collect all of these, the alt cards. We'll see. But hope you all enjoyed. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, how you feel about Star Deck 21. And did you pick it up? How do you like it? Do you like the cards? Do you like the artworks? Do you like the sleeves? Sleeves are pretty cool. Do you like shiny cards? I love shiny cards. Do you think there'll be more support for this deck? I have not looked up a card list for this deck or an upgrade for this deck. I just want to know your thoughts in the comments down below. But I hope y'all enjoyed. That pretty much wraps it up. The showcasing unboxing of One Piece Star Deck 21, Star Deck EX Gear 5. And I hope y'all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, support the channel, join the crew for more TCG content and openings, and don't forget to check out my online TCG store at gamingoceantcg.com. And until next time, smooth sailing, and God bless.